guys, thanks for joining me today. This is Diana with the Paper Pineapple, and I'm ready to show you a process video of my day 15. I'm going to go ahead and pull out this older paper pad from Recollections. I believe it's back from 2018. I think it's called Moonlit Manor, and I'm documenting a day that I had with my friends, and we had an outdoor movie night, and we roasted hot dogs and made some s'mores over a bonfire. And so I wanted something that was kind of spooky, and I felt like this paper pad was the perfect paper collection for this. I knew I wanted to document a lot of photos, and there really wasn't any other way. I wanted to use the backside of one of these sheets that came in with the album. It's just a little grid sheet, and so I figured, well, you know what? I'm gonna make a waterfall. So I am pulling out some red cardstock just to match the picture that I printed out. We watched Fear Street 1994. There's actually a trilogy. I definitely recommend it. It's on Netflix. So I wanted to pull the colors from the picture of the video. I pull out some red cardstock, and my base is 4 1/4 by 5 inches, and then I trim 4 pieces of cardstock measuring 4 1/4 by 3 3/4. These are going to be my photo mats, and I score them at 1/2 inch. And the actual photo mats, or the cardstock that I use to put on top, is 3 inches by 4 1/8. You can always measure out your photo mats because you might want more coverage than what I used. So feel free to do that. And I'm just adding adhesive on the scored pieces, and then I just add it on the fold so that they fold over and they create a little waterfall. And I did have a little overhang, and I want to make sure that I had enough space for my picture, so I just cut that little piece off. Normally you'd have another little lip on the edge, but because I'm trying to cram all of this on one page, I just opted to just cut that piece off. Didn't want to have another piece hanging off. So I know I wanted to use this spider web. It just looked really spooky to me. And so I'm just cutting out my photo mats. And so yeah, I'm just measuring out my pieces of paper. I do have a hard time picking out what pages I want, what cardstock I wanted for the mats. So just bear with me, just going through all of these pieces, and I finally picked out my pieces, and so now I'm ready to adhere them. So yeah. Depending on how you want. I just left a piece on the top because I wanted the cardstock to show from the bottom piece. So you can just cover as much as you like. You can even take it all the way to the top so that you don't see the fold or the scored piece over, but I don't recommend it just because then you won't be able to easily flap over your pictures as easily if you do. So just a word of advice. So yeah, I just picked these spooky cardstock pieces. This one has a moon. The other one has roses with spiders in it. Then there was like a spider web, and then there was this other one that looked like a tarot reading cards, like with the moon and the sun and the stars. And then there's this one with just a spooky forest in the background, and I really liked that one. So now I'm going to get ready to adhere my piece, and I put score tape all the way around except for the top piece because I am going to add a hidden journaling card. And I add an extra piece of cardstock because I want my tag to stop there. I don't want it to go all the way down. So I added this piece of cardstock to prevent it from going all the way down. And it'd be easier to pull in and pull out. These are cut files that I found online. I just searched film strip, and I got this cute little, I'll see if I can link them for you. And then I just made them into cut files in my Cricut design space, and I like the way this looked. So I cut out this film strip, adding adhesive to it, and then I just printed the picture of the movie, the image of the movie that we watched. So yeah, and I like this little, I don't know what they're called, but projector, a movie projector, an old school one. Of course, they don't look like this anymore. Now they're all high tech because now you can stream your movies through all these devices and apps. And so, but I just thought that it'd give it like a cool, cool look. Adding dimensional tape onto these pieces. I know that I wanted it to have some kind of dimension, but I knew that I didn't. I was trying to figure out how I was going to add this with my folio. And so I figured that I wouldn't put any dimensional tape on the bottom. So I would go ahead and remove the bottom piece because I want it flat so that it can be glued, so that the folio can be glued on top of it, like so. So I removed that piece down and I went ahead and adhere, take up all these little pieces off so that I can adhere the projector. And I go ahead and put glue at the bottom because I do want it to be flush with my page on the bottom, but I wanted dimension. I wanted it dimensional at the top. So hopefully you understand what I'm trying to say here. So yeah, I just put some glue on there, and then I just glued my folio on top. So I'm ready to adhere this with my score tape, and I measure it out because I know that I do want to put a tag in there. And I get my bone folder, make sure that I have space for my tag to go in. And so now I'm ready to adhere my pictures in there. You can't really tell the cardstock on the background, but I just didn't want it to be just red. So, so yeah, I mean, it's up to you how much of the flaps you want to add cardstock to. It's up to your preference. I did print out a lot of pictures because I wanted to add a lot of pictures. I felt like it was needed. And then my journaling, I will go ahead and add that to my tag, and that will be hidden behind the folio there. It was so much fun. I had such a great time with my friends, such yummy food, and just a great time talking. And, our dear friend Blossom, she doesn't do scary movies much, and so I have a picture of her in that picture right there where she's hiding in her blanket. I thought that was super cute of her. So, there was some jump scares in there, and just, it was super fun. We had a great time, and we were so looking forward to it. So we actually do cards, and we'd have a little like get together with our friends, and we swap out our cards. And so this day we actually had them all done so that we could just swap them out and enjoy our outdoor movie, and our s'mores and hot dogs. So it was very exciting. I'm surprised that I didn't print out our pictures of our cards that are already made. Maybe I'll have to add that in the back, in the hidden journaling part. But they came out super cute. It's just another way to be creative, is to do crafts and share them with your friends. Here, since my the paper pad that I use had no stickers to embellish, I didn't think I had any other scary stickers that I could use, so I just pulled the sticker sheet from the Happy Haunting collection, and I just added some word strips, just some plain black and white ones because there's some pinks and oranges in there. And so I'm using reds and blues and blacks and grays and silvers, and so I figured I'd just stick with the same color palette. And I don't put stickers on all of them, but I try to add some on the ones that I found good sayings to go with my pictures. So yeah, I just go through it, and I figured that, see which ones go with what pictures I had. I do end up trimming some of because sometimes it will print these stickers and it'll have like the different colors on them, and I don't really like that. So I trim it because I just don't want like color on top of those word strips. So I do end up trimming them. Maybe it's just an OCD thing, but it's just or a pet peeve thing. I don't like it. So, so yeah. So now that I finished embellishing my pictures, I am ready to put down my number, and this is day 15. This little sticker sheet is actually from one of my Happy Planner stickers. It's actually my daughter. She gifted it to me because she had one of those big Happy Planners. And so this came with one of the sheets from her planners, and she gave it to me, and I had 3 sheets of it, and I was like, perfect. So I used it for my October daily last year, and I had another sheet, and I was like, oh, I'm going to use it for this year. And it's perfect because it has it for all the way for 31. So it actually documents all of October. And so now I'm pulling out some stickers that I've already had pre-printed from In a Creative Bubble. It was their Halloween digital set, and I printed those on clear sticker tape, clear sticker label sheets, not tape. And so I had some of those printed out. I happened to have one that said Scary Movie Night, and it was perfect to go with this. And so now I'm just pulling out my enamel dots. These are from the Paper Studio from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just pulling out the colors that from that same image, and I thought it would all would all mesh together. I went ahead and printed out my journaling again on this clear sticker label sheet, and I just added it on this piece of cardstock that I used previously in one of my folios, and I wanted to make it into a tag. And so I cut one corner of it, and then I use it on the other side to make sure that they're the same. And so I made that into a tag here, like so. Just put it on the other side so it's exactly like the other side. Make sure that it fits in my little slot there, and then I get a hole puncher, punch my hole, and then I do get my We Are Memory Keepers reinforcer punch, and I add a gold piece from some scraps that I had that meshed well with this card, and I just add glue to it, and I glue the little reinforcer to match the tag, and I went ahead and cut some black and white baker's twine and fed that through, and I called this good. And this is my final layout for day 15. I hope you guys like it. If you guys like this video and you guys want to see more, give it a thumbs up, and if you aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next crafty video. Stay spooky, guys. Bye.